Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about the alphabet word category and what I'm looking for and how to, just as some guidelines on how to make yours maybe look a little bit better, as well at the end of this video is how to put the alphabet word together. So there's a couple of things going on in this tutorial. I'm going to show you some student examples, but before, just want to show you like really what to look for when you're shooting your alphabet. Number one, it has to be at least 5 letters, okay? Don't do like a 3-letter word. And it also has to be a real word. So like don't, like some people, I've had students go and they just shoot like a bunch of random pictures and then they try to make a word out of it like schmerbert or something. I try to, if you're going to change your word halfway through because of the letters, make sure that it's a real common word, okay? Basically some examples or how to take or some guidelines is make sure that there is lots of contrast between your letter and the background, like this letter P here just out of a railing, and you're just looking for things like, say, in architecture or things around you that are already manufactured or made or already there, that you're just kind of looking around and you're seeing the letters around you, okay? Please, so you can see all of these letters, like obviously this is a bench that kind of looks like the letter Y. Some rope that's twisted or braided together makes it look like the letter X. This is actually a archway that the picture just turns sideways. It looks like a letter B, and a crack in the ground that is the letter Y. What you will not see is something that someone has manufactured themselves. Like, please do not take like your mouse or like the wire from your mouse and make like an S with the wire of your mouse, okay? Or like take some wires or some string and make a letter, or take some like popsicle sticks and make the letter H. I want you just to look at your environment around you and see what's interesting about the shapes in the environment around you, and then take photos with that, okay? So let's take a look at some student examples, because you might think that, hey, that looks pretty easy, but let's just take some of the student examples and you might think differently. So let's go here. Now we've got, here's one. Now, you might think, like, what is this word? This isn't as clear as before, but the student did an okay job. This is the word winter. Yeah, W-I-N-T-E-R. Now they did okay. However, probably this N is probably the hardest letter to see. So the W is a bit of a stretch. Would have been better had they cropped in on it. You can crop them however you like. This looks like something off the internet. But the N, they must have been struggling. They must have been hurting a little bit. But I appreciate it. Probably would have been easier had maybe they taken the shoes off the rack, because it looks a little distracting. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Heart, H-E-A-R-T, not bad. There's a couple of excellent things going on here. I really like these fence posts that they turn sideways to make the letter E. This H is dynamite. This wrench here is a bit of a stretch, just because it looks like that is something that they made happen themselves, because maybe they were searching real hard and they couldn't think of anything, or they couldn't see anything around them. Let's go to water. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch, but that's all right. A-T-E-R, like that. Like, yes, this is manufactured, but that I can. That's all right. They didn't laugh. That's certainly a good one. L-A-G, the G here and the H there. That's certainly a good one. Ignite. Good. Actually, I like this one actually even more, because yes, it is ignite, but then they have a candle in here just for some extra symbolism. That's pretty cool. And this looks like it's almost like the cog of like a bicycle sprocket or something. I wonder what that is. That's pretty close up if it is. Jumped, yeah. Not bad. I like it. It would have been better. See how the J is here, but the shadow here is from the actual umbrella. It would have been good had they just turned the umbrella so all this is in the sunshine, and then because that's kind of distracting. The M is a little confusing. The P is really good. The P is probably my favorite one. Okay, let's keep going. This one's tough. I bet you can't read it just yet. It took me a while. The word is trees. Go figure. Okay, so the person tried really hard, and I appreciate what they were trying to do. They took a bunch of pictures of trees and tried to make a word, and I really appreciate the effort. The trouble with this one is that there's just not a whole lot of difference between this T and this R, and even this E that's here. That was a tough one, and then the S is actually the S out of these little green patches where I found that this line here, I thought it was maybe an R, but no, it's actually an S. So it's a tough one. I appreciate the effort that the person did, but it's just really hard to read. Let's go here. What's this? O-R-E, Oriat, Orient, it's definitely an R. What is it? Okay, so this is a bad one because I just can't read it. Okay, I don't know. O-R or H maybe? No. Okay, so this is a bad one. So please, if you're gonna do one, please do one that is it's obvious what it is. Okay, this is another bad one. I threw a couple bad ones in here. The reason why this one's bad is because the person manufactured the letters themselves. Okay, they took some screwdrivers and they made an F. They took some little slabs of wood, probably looks on the same floor that was over here, and they made an E. Please, the I is great. The O, it's not even an O, it's an R. Fire, right. Yeah, really bad. Sorry. On contrast, this one is excellent. They got this is, although that's probably manufactured, that is clever enough. Fantastic contrast in here, like that really jumps out. O-T-O, like that really just jumps out at you, and very simple. The background is extremely simple and makes it super easy to read the letters. This one is good, but just a little harder. N-I, that's a G. H, and then the T here. Tough. That is, night is, it's not bad. I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that they converted everything to black and white to try and make it easier, but summer. This one's excellent. This is great. S-U-M-M-E-R. Love the fact that they used, like that's an excellent M. And even though that has the opportunity to maybe be busy, but the background is blurry and you can really see it. Same thing with this M. This has a potential of being a disaster, but they really pulled it off. They did a really great job. Superb. Okay. Not bad. I like it. It works. Good. Happy. That works. Oh, that's a latch on a window. That's clever. Hey, that's a pretty good Y there. See now, if you remember the trees one, like that is super easy to read, that one. All right. Another excellent one, to the point where I almost thought that this one was a fake photo that they got off the internet, but they didn't. That's their chandelier, and they turned it upside down to look like an M. Very, very, very clever. Yeah, sure, they did manufacture that L, but you know what? It's good enough though that I think that you really get that one. Okay, so that's that. Now let's show you how to put it together. Let's go to the Photopea here, because you guys are going to be at home and you're going to be putting it together. And you already should know Photopea, and I'm just going to put 3 letters together. Yours has got to be at least 5, okay? So I've opened up my first letter in Photopea, and I'm going to, I need to make more room for the rest of my letters. So I need to make this, my work area, bigger, and that's actually called the canvas. Think of it like you're an artist, in Photoshop and you're making your canvas bigger. So you just go up to Image, and it's not your image size, it's your canvas size. That's what you're working on, your canvas size. And this actually, pixels are really low on this guy here. Let's actually blow this up. So it's 236 times 4, whatever. Let's make it super long. Now if I make it 1000, I know that that'll be plenty wide enough to fit the rest of my letters. As well though, if I were to have the default, your little dot here is going to be in the middle. And that means that when I expand my canvas, it's going to go all the way around like this. Okay, it's going to expand all the way around in this direction. Let's undo. If I go back into canvas size, and if I go to 1000, but if I were to expand it, put my little dot over here, it's now going to expand in all of those directions around it, like so. And that's helpful, okay? So now I can move this guy around. Now let's go get my other images. Just go File and Open. And I'm just going to do a 3-letter one, although I'm expecting you to do more than one, or sorry, 5 letters, sorry. So let's go grab this guy. I'm just going to go grab that, going to highlight him, and copy and Control C, and then we're just going to go back to here and paste it in. Okay, and then we'll go to the T for, guess what, it's Mr. T, that's what we're making. How clever. And we're just going to go copy, and then we're going to go back into Edit and Paste. Okay, so let's just move that guy over. Going to just resize this, Edit and Free Transform, Control T or Alt Control T here, and then we're just going to move that up. I want to keep it constrained here, so I'm going to hold down the Shift key and move that in there. Okay. There we go. Double click or hit Enter to activate. Oh, it looks like I got a little bit of line there. I'm going to use the left arrow key just to nudge that over, or I can even just crop it in a little bit like that. Let's now this layer, the T, and Edit and Free Transform. Bring that down. I can crop some off here. I don't have to do it all the way in. There we go. That's a nice one. I like that one. And then we're going to enter and bring that guy in like so. Oh, I kind of moved it down by a bit. Let's just move it up. I'm just using the arrow keys just to move it out like that. Okay, so here's my 3-letter where yours is going to do much longer. But first, let's crop it down. And this is what I'm just going to crop. I just hit the little crop, and then I just crop this. And now, in order to activate my crop, I can either hit Enter, or I can hit this little check mark here, or I can just double click. And so I can hand that in. Also, something that you can also do is I can save as a PSD, but if this is actually the way that you want it, and if you want, say if these are all in color, you can always use the adjustments and hue saturation just to bring them all and turn them all black and white if you want. Okay, and that would turn it all black and white. Okay, but if you wanted, you can go export as and then go JPEG. That's my JPEG, got all that. 70% is high quality, and then you can bring it down. You can see how that models all that if you go less quality. That's what JPEG compression does. And then let's go save. Okie doke. So you see how it's saved to my downloads folder, and so because I'm working in Chrome, I can then go and I can save that file, and I can put that to my Google Drive now. Okay, so very good. I hope this lesson helped for you, and good luck with your assignment. Hope you're having fun.